I think we can get started. Not to to reward everyone who's joined on time. We basically will still be welcoming anyone who joins after. Uh, Tony, are you ready?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. We should really find another way of saying hi to everybody, depending on the time zone. So thank you for joining us today on this webinar that specifically looks at how to expand into the Chinese online market, how we can leverage the opportunities that Tobo and Tmall Group offers to small businesses wherever they are with the interest of starting to access the Chinese market. So our speaker today, thank you, Tony, for joining us. We're very grateful for the time and effort you're giving SMEs today. Tony is the Director of Public Affairs at Tobo and Tmall. He's responsible for really leading the group's foreign affair efforts, supporting business units a little bit like Tmall Global, fast fashion and apparel and everything related to public affairs. He has a lot of experiences with cross-border e-commerce. So this is basically the experience he's bringing in today. In terms of policies and practices, we will have some case studies as well during the session. I think that would be the most interesting. It's always nicer to learn from actual cases and to add to the theoretical knowledge as well. So he has a lot of experiences also in events such as China International Import Expo, the China International Fair for Trade and Services, and the Global Digital Trade Expo, among other things. Tony, I hope I didn't miss anything with the introduction.
Yeah, that's very kind of you.
It's always hard to try and get everything related to someone's experience in a few words, but I guess the presentation would cover for the rest, at least I hope. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone. My name is Tony. As Jennifer kindly introduced, I'm from Taobao and Tmall Group. You may not that familiar with this name, but you might heard of the name Alibaba. Actually, Taobao and Tmall Group is the kind of business units under Alibaba Group that combines all the business facing to Chinese consumers. Taobao and Tmall, actually, I will give you more detailed introduction later, that represents two largest platforms in China. If you have ever lived in China or have any friends in China, actually Taobao, the app, should be more than 90% of chance that installed to his or her smartphone, because Taobao is actually kind of the same meaning here in China of buying things online. So that represents our business scope here in China. So please move to next page. Yes, actually, you might see that Taobao and Tmall Group have many different business types, such as Taobao and Tmall. Actually, I have just mentioned. And we also have 1688.com, which is the largest B2B platform here in China. And Xianyu, or it's the direct translate in English called Idlefish, is a kind of community of second-hand or unused items transaction online. And also we have several uh, very important business units supporting all the merchants doing business on our platform, such as Taobao Live, which allows business merchants to do live streaming online. And also we have Alimama, which is the largest online advertise agency here in China. So our strategy for Taobao and Tmall Group First, of course, is the we pay much attention to our consumers, our users. So what we call users first, and also actually Taobao and Tmall group, our platform serves for more than 900 million Chinese consumers, online shoppers, and connects for more than 10 million different merchants on the platform. So we self only have, for example, 20,000 employees that we cannot give direct service to such large number of consumers and merchants. That's why we together with our eco partners to give best service we can to our clients. So we hope that we can build a prosperous ecosystem to give the best services available. And also in recent years, especially latest 2 years, one of the most important strategy for not only Taobao and Tmall but also Alibaba Group is that we believe that our business is technology driven or AI driven in latest scenarios, and we used a lot of AI technology uh, to build up new applications available for our merchants and consumers to optimize their shopping experience and to lower their, for example, cost in advertisements or online daily operations. Also, I would give you some examples and introductions later in my presentation. Uh, Next page, please. Yes, I have just introduced that the most important thing you might need to remember is that when you're entering Chinese market, actually, Taobao and Tmall is one of the first choice you must consider as we connect for the majority of Chinese consumers, which they have in this kind of habits of buying things online. Another remarkable number that you might need to aware is that what we call is one penetration rate of online shopping here in China is 26%, which means that out of 100 RMB of people buying things for their daily lives, more than 26 yuan RMB spent on online platform, especially on Taobao and Tmall. Can I just use this one? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, please, next page. Yeah. So, Taobao, as I have just mentioned, is kind of the same words here in Chinese of buying things online. Taobao, in Chinese actually just means searching things, searching for treasure in Chinese. Taobao serves as the starting point and the destination portal for many users' shopping journey. Consumers from both large cities or less developed areas come to Taobao to enjoy an engaging and personalized shopping experience, optimized by our data analytics and technology. And through highly relevant content, engaging and interactive formats, and real-time updates from merchants, consumers can learn about the products and the new trends. They can also interact with each other and their favorite merchants and KOLs through a broad range of interactive features such as live streaming or short form videos. Taobao is now China's largest digital retail platform in terms of GMV, gross merchandise volume for latest maybe just like 20 years until now. And Taobao provides a top-level traffic channel that directs users to various marketplaces within our ecosystem. For example, a search result on Taobao not only displays listings from Taobao merchants, but also from Tmall merchants and other brands. And throughout Taobao, consumers can also find long-tail products on Idlefish, Xianyu. So it's kind of a one-stop entry for all the um, marketplace
So torí
under
pé mo ti máa
Taobao.
ń tètè ń jí yẹn, ó máa ti wá ń rẹ̀ mí tó bá ti ń dọ̀sán.
Yeah. Okay.
My
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
my
just muted.
apologies. If everybody, sorry to interrupt you, if everybody can mute themselves, that would be great. We will have questions at the end. No, don't mute me. Again,
Okay.
apologies, Tony, for that. Please go on. But if, yeah, just in advance, if everybody can mute, we will have questions at the end. If you are worried about forgetting your questions, just leave them in the chat. I promise you, we'll get back to them by the end of the session. Thank you.
Okay, so I will continue. So merchants on Taobao are primarily individuals or small business that are Chinese citizens or Chinese registered companies. One important number for Taobao is that also interesting number is that the average age of entrepreneurs on Taobao is 26 years old, and this number has been maintained for more than 10 years, which means every year there will be newcomers. For example, they might just graduated from universities and decided to start up their business on Taobao, as Taobao is free to register, and we provide all kind of digitalization tools for merchants to start up their small business, whatever they can sell on the platform. So Taobao also got another nickname called the Almighty Taobao. Uh, with all due respect, it only means in Chinese uh, language that you might find anything you think of on this platform. So Taobao is making huge effort to attract young generations as well. So every year we are not only welcoming new merchants coming in to start up their business, but also we try to attract young people's attention to this app because we have been running for more than 20 years. We also need new blood, new consumers to come into our community. So every year we will hold online and offline activities to show the creativity of young generation and to show the consumers trends on the platform. Also to give some kind of guidelines for our merchants on the platform. Yeah, please move to next page. I saw some yeah I saw some questions. I might answer them in the end. Okay, so beside Taobao, actually Taobao means the platform, also the name for the app. We also have Tmall. Tmall actually comes from Taobao Mall, so in short, it becomes Tmall. And this platform allows all the brand owners or their authorized distributors to build up their flagship stores on the platform. So the mindset for Tmall among consumers is that all these stores on Tmall is opened by the brand owners, by their authorized distributors, and they can be regarded as directly buying from the brand themselves, which means they guarantee the qualities of their products, also the authenticity for their products. Why we are doing this platform is that actually we received many requests from our merchants after we built up Taobao. Those in the first decade of this century, actually, it's also the internet beginning of the internet era, many companies wish to have their own official website and to open up their online business, but soon they find that it's very hard to build up their own website and also be capable of doing business by themselves, which means they need to spend a lot of money to maintain the technology infrastructure and also to pay a lot to attract all the traffic, all the consumers to visit their website. But this is what Taobao can offer because Taobao and Tmall offers all the infrastructure for e-commerce business here in China. We also give kind of one-stop solutions for all the e-commerce operations, payment solutions, logistics solutions. So all the merchants, when they trying to register on Tmall, they will find everything available on the platform. Also, what we can share is that we also provide many digitalization tools to make them business more clear, digitalized in their strategies or plans. For example, many years ago in China, companies can only have their, for example, official counters in different department stores offline. So consumers come and maybe just buying things and just left. They have no trails behind, and the company or the brand owner themselves cannot having much feedback from consumers online unless they have kind of complaints. But when we are doing business online, especially nowadays with Tmall, actually everything can be digitalized. Not that part of personal sensitive information, but the behaviors in general of the consumers online. How do they find those products and what kind of essential elements that made them to do the consumption decisions actually can be digitalized and traced. So this is kind of digital assets for our consumers. We provide all of the tools that allows our brand owners and merchants to understand better their consumers. They will have a digital profile of their consumers. In general, what's the age range for the consumers? Where do they live? For example, in major cities of China, and what's the range for their monthly income? How much money they could spend on the uh, categories that they're interested. And with all those data, of course, there will be comments and feedbacks left on the web pages of the different products. According to all those data, actually, brand owners and the merchants online can understand better their consumers and have to optimize their operation strategies and also to improve their production line if necessary. So Tmall actually cooperated with many brands to kind of revitalize their brand image and to develop new series of products that fits the demands of consumers, and also to build up new brands that attracts young generations that Tmall can do with our all digitalization capabilities. Next page, please. So I also saw some audience today to asking if we serve cross-border business. Of course, we have. This is called Tmall Global. It's the cross-border retail B2C platform on Taobao and Tmall. Actually, it's a website registered in Hong Kong that connects all the overseas merchants. Overseas here means that companies registered out of mainland China, and to connect all those kind of overseas merchants to the Chinese consumers. As I have just mentioned, we have annual active users for more than 900 million on Taobao platform. So when you registered on Tmall Global, actually you will have a kind of storefront and gain direct access to that many consumers possible. And on Tmall Global, please move to next page. We have a short video actually to tell you the story of Tmall Global in last decade, latest 10 years, how we connect the foreign companies to Chinese market. Let's watch the video and I will continue my presentation later.
Hello, I'm Lin Dong, the General Manager of Tmall Global. A decade ago, the primary consumer of Tmall Global were mothers purchasing baby formula. And today, our consumer base spans all demographics. Over the decades, the demands of Chinese consumers have steadily grown, and Tmall Global responded by bringing in over 46,000 global brands from 90 countries and covering 7,000 plus product categories. Tmall Global has grown to serve over 100 million customers, and they can be described as wealthy and young and female. The new middle class is not only focused on personal development, but also on enhancing their overall household lifestyle. The new generation of parents prefer baby formula with advanced ingredients, and pet owners consider functional pet food for their furry kid. So women account 70% of our customer base, and self-treatment is one of our emerging trends. People are willing to put more efforts in beauty and health. The younger generation represents a significant portion of our customer base, with 2/3 being Gen Z. And trendy sports like surfing, skating, camping, and skiing have become highly popular categories. We are linked to 1 billion high-quality active consumers of Taobao ecosystem. This helps overseas brands directly connect with our vast shopper base. We have a track record in achieving top-of-mind awareness and securing a solid market share, and this shows our presence as the #1 choice for cross-border shoppers. Our cross-border infrastructure is constantly improving. Over 1,300 open routes help Tmall Global link more than 40 countries and regions and directly to China. Up to now, Tmall Global has built a robust global digital logistics network, covering over 100 overseas warehouses, 500 international transportation routes via air, sea, railway, and land, and 40 core ports, and more than 100 bonded warehouses. And currently, 80% of Tmall Global's bonded warehouse supports door-to-door delivery service, and covering over 260 cities nationwide. 70% of cross-border goods are stocked in warehouses in core cities. That makes it possible for over half of the nationwide order coverage within next day delivery. We leverage our deep understanding of shopper behavior and category performance, and then we collaborate closely with our brands, combining our strengths with their expertise in brand and product innovation. This synergy benefits both Tmall Global and the brands. In addition to incubating new trends and brands, we actively promote our new initiative products. We launched our Top 100 New Product campaign. Our campaign involves efforts with brands on omnichannel seeding, marketing, and live streaming to maximize the influence and sales of new products. And looking into the future, we see our challenges and opportunities. That is how to match the expanding brands and products with the diverse needs of consumers. I believe the solution lies in two crucial areas: content and technology. For the content part, we plan to strengthen our engagement in short videos and live streaming. This disruptive innovation have demonstrated how they reshape shoppers' decision-making process. Our commitment involves ongoing investments in building a robust content ecosystem through initiatives such as social media seeding, overseas influencer networks, offline experience centers, and more. The ultimate goal is to change Tmall Global from being a mere e-shelf into a global lifestyle expo. And our import business is rapidly exploring AI solutions to boost efficiency. And for example, using AI models for generating product detail pages, adopting smart pricing for effective management. In the future, we plan to roll out this advancement to the merchants on Tmall Global platform, helping them reduce costs and improve efficiency in handling a large number of products. And throughout the last decades, I'm very delighted to witness Tmall Global started from ground zero to today's largest import e-commerce platform in China. And in the future, our mission of empowering global brands to enter China remains unwavering.
Yes, please move to next page. Yes, so I would like to explain the difference from Tmall Global and Tmall, or here we identify as Tmall Classic. So Tmall Global, as I have mentioned, is a cross-border e-commerce platform that's registered in Hong Kong. And Tmall Global mainly helps the overseas brands to enter Chinese markets through cross-border business model, and usually those brands haven't have this kind of experience in China. They do not have China's registered company, and they if they wish to have a kind of trial in Chinese market, they are welcome to enter Tmall Global for their first step. So when you registered on Tmall Global, you can use your legal entity in your home country, and with help of Alipay International, actually you will have a virtual account on Alipay, and to help with the settlement between consumers and your own company accounts, and eventually the payment can transfer back to your own bank account in your home country. And also the logistic part can be handled by our logistic partners such as Cainiao, the logistic part under Alibaba Group, or other third-party service providers available on a platform. We can give you some shortlist for you to choose from. And if you having grown your business on Tmall Global and wish to expand the business on Tmall and other channels, that's a time when you can think to register in China's mainland to have a legal entity here in China. And that's when you may register on Tmall, because on Tmall you will need a Chinese company, you will need a brand registered in China, and all the payments are settled in RMB, and all the business are happening in China's mainland, not cross-border anymore. So that's the main difference. You may think Tmall Global as your first step to enter Chinese market, and when you grow bigger, you might try Tmall for larger business. Next page, please. And on Tmall Global, we actually have different types of cooperation models. Usually for SMEs, we will recommend that you start with the overseas fulfillment program. We have warehouses in 6 different regions that allows merchants to ship their inventories to the overseas warehouse for temporarily stocking, and also they may upload their products in our direct shops. That helps a very easy entry and a lower cost for the first trial run of their products. If the sales looks good, the Chinese consumers like your product, and when you are thinking to expand the business, you might choose. One is that you take Tmall Global as a third-party platform, and you build up your own flagship store on Tmall Global. You will need an e-commerce team to help you with the daily operation. You may have your own e-commerce team, or you may partner with some special service providers, which helps all the merchants to doing e-commerce here in China. We can also give you the shortlist for you to choose from to have further discussions, and that's the global platform mode. And another one is that if you do not wish to open up your own store, but your products is highly recognized by Chinese consumers, you will have huge demands. And in that kind of scenarios, Tmall Global also have our own team to do the direct import, which means Tmall Global itself to buy the inventories directly from the brand owners or suppliers, and then resell to the consumers. And this is also another very efficient way to incubate the top hot sale products or top sellers here in China, as Chinese consumers usually have more confidence in those self-operated stores operated by platform themselves. So that's the major cooperation models on Tmall Global. Next page, please. And these are some trends that we lately published on our merchant channel. You may take a screenshot to see if your products or your kind of supply chain have fall into those trends. If so, you're very lucky that you might have better chance to gain success here in China, as your products are in high demand from Chinese consumers. So maybe please move to next page, and you will see another showcase of one merchant that gained success on our platform. It's not that big, huge brand, but originally from U.S. market, and now having very large business here in China. Please play.
The mission of DS Labs is to offer cutting-edge technology products. We work like a pharmaceutical company. All our equipment is pharmaceutical grade. All of our facilities are state-of-the-art, automatized. We do clinical trials on every single active ingredient that we have in our formulas. My dad was bald when he was 30, and every single cousin and uncle I had was bald. So I was going to do everything to not be bald and to not lose my hair. I think it feels great to be able to help other people with the same problems that I had and offering them real results and offering real products that actually deliver the results.
The success of our products anywhere in the world really comes from the uniqueness of our products. I mean, they really are, bar none, the best quality products in the marketplace. As a global company, China for us was extremely important to break into. It's the second biggest economy in the world.
We tried entering the Chinese market without any success until we met Alibaba. When they launched our flagship store at Tmall Global, we were very surprised with the quality, with the marketing materials, with the images, with the pictures. They were able to communicate all our values, and that's why we had like this explosive growth.
Since we launched in Tmall Global, we've had 50% over expectations.
We went from not selling a single unit in China to being recognized by Vogue Business as one of the top 10 companies to watch.
What helps having Tmall Global and a China exposure is that it gives the brand more credibility as a global brand, which is our vision for the future, being a true global leader in the hair loss and thinning hair space.
We're expanding our facilities like 30%. We had to buy other filling tanks and stations. We're going to launch several other products, and we're going to solidify our position as one of the market leaders. We're very happy and very thankful for Alibaba.
Yes, I just saw some audience asking questions, how to register. Please move to next page. Yes. So my strong advice is that please take a screenshot here to memorize all the different links. First one is the Tmall Global. Actually, I have just mentioned Tmall Global is the cross-border B2C platform, connects the overseas merchants with our local Chinese consumers. So considering all the natures of audience today, you might just first to look into this website very carefully. We have English language supported on this website. And then when you business grow larger, then you might consider to register Chinese companies, and then you may consider to enter Tmall or Taobao for your next steps. But firstly, you might need to consider Tmall Global as your first step. And the next page, please, is all the contacts of our business managers all over the globe. So you might find the nearest ones and having first handshake with them. And usually they will check the emails and reply to you within 3 business days. So you will find some of the expert teams in different regions. Just talk to the nearest one. Also can take a screenshot here. Next page, please. Also mentioned in the video that nowadays we use a lot of AI technology to optimize the e-commerce operations, making the work easier for our merchants and also consumers. AI actually have been reshaping our working methods. For example, we used to have a lot of data, but we need human resources to do the analytics. But now actually we have developed AI bots that will help all the data analysis on the platform and make it easier to understand for our merchants. And also we have AI-powered consumer segmentation, which means when you are making your advertisements to the consumers. I have mentioned that we have more than 900 million consumers online. So there might be only a small portion of that consumers are your potential consumers are or targeted consumers groups. We use AI to trying to identify those consumer groups and make your advertisements more efficient to reaching out to those consumers. Also, we have many different kind of touch points strategies to attract the attention of our consumers, also with help of AI bots. And we use kind of AI models to generate contents to optimize the detail page of the products or making new videos that can be transmitted to different social media platforms to attract traffics outside of Taobao and Tmall as well. So please move to next page. I have more demonstrations. This one is called a DMP. In Chinese called 达摩盘. In English, actually, it's the data management platform of Alibaba. As I have just mentioned, Alibaba is the online advertisement agency owned by Alibaba Group as well. So many merchants use Alibaba to help them optimize their advertisements strategies and to identify the potential consumer groups and to reach out to them and making the final sales with the online promotions. So DMP here is actually a platform that allows you to understand better your consumer's profile and to reach out to them with their better strategies and to lower the cost of the advertisements. So unfortunately, it's all in Chinese. So maybe when you are doing business, actual business here on Taobao or Tmall Global, actually we will have kind of language supports for you to understand better how to use this DMP to optimize the marketing strategies. Next page, please. And also we use this one called 全站推, the smart ad placement and tracing system that to automatically do the bidding of advertisements on Taobao and Tmall and other channels. Actually, the natural traffic for the products you listed are limited. Most of the merchants need to giving online promotions in different channels, kind of paid traffic that drives the strong growth for their business. So we use a lot of AI models in different specific scenarios to more exactly handle the marketing trends, also to create the content to reach out to the consumers and do the auto bidding for the advertisements placed in different channels, which means previously you might need to hire a team of experts to help you do the promotions. Now you will just adapt the strategies recommended by our AI solutions and also to see the results. Just set a ROI target and later check the result and maybe change your plans with our AI strategies. That also lowered the kind of entrance for SMEs when they have their first try on those online promotion scenarios. Next page, please. This one is called 万象 Lab. It's the kind of digitalization tools we use for the merchants to create their detail page and other promotional materials easily. So you will see some of the examples showing on the page. Sorry, that's all in Chinese as well, but you can understand from the images that you can simply put one product image in the first place, and then the system will help you to generate different backgrounds according to the nature of the products. For example, if you want to sell a bag, that our system will recommend several scenarios fit to the product and to create different types of detail pages, images that can be used on detail pages. And when you have more than, for example, 100 different SKUs, that's very useful to list all the products online in very short of time to seize the opportunity of online promotion. Also, we have tools to help you optimize the description of the products as well. We have AI models that help you to rewrite the descriptions of the product to make the advantages of your products standing out among other products as well. And next page, please. We also have this AI-generated tool to play the video to create such kind of short videos that you can put one image in the first place, and our tools will create all the short videos and to show in different angles. And also it's very vivid and to attract consumers from the first page of Taobao app, because now consumers tend to click into those detail pages with these moving materials, not only a steady picture. So it's very important to having some short videos in the first look of the detail pages as well. And now we are providing all the kind of digitalization tools for merchants to create the contents by their own. And next page. So with all of the AI tools available on the platform, and we are actually updating them every week, we have been cooperating with different merchants, different big brands to making some stories with AI technology and making into different advertisements in social media channels and also online platforms. We wish that in the future, maybe not very long time, that many of the contents can be generated by in assistance of AI that will surely lower the cost for merchants to do marketing promotion activities and help them to attract consumers with more efficiency. So this is our hope, and this is what we are doing right now. So thank you very much. That's all my introduction. Now I'm very happy to take more questions if you may have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony. I'm going to give you 2 minutes or at least a minute and a half to take a breath and take some water or anything if needed. In the meantime, I'm going to run a small poll as everyone who attends this webinar that usually know that we have a poll at the end. It's not about the topic itself. It's just about if this was useful for their businesses. And after that, we'll attend to questions. So you should have a small pop-up on your screens with 6 questions, very short one. It takes a minute. That's why I said we'll have a minute. We'll give a minute to Tony to take a breath, and then I'll start going through the questions. That was really interesting from my side, Tony. I know that AI is a big thing these days, and as a person with a background in digital marketing, the fact that there are AI tools now that can help you turn static images into animated and very high quality videos, that's a great thing for me. So let's try to look through the questions. I saw that you mentioned you're having a few questions already. Let's see. I will go back to the beginning so we make sure. Okay, these are introduction. Thank you everyone for introducing yourselves in the chat. Usually it's very useful. People connect and start to talk to each other, maybe discover potential partners. Yeah, as everyone said, the session is being recorded. So there was one question, but I think from Sandra, I think we've addressed this. Is she asking if the platform is B2C or B2B? Tony, I think you mentioned
Yeah,
that
it's B2C. Yeah,
Okay.
so mainly we offer all the infrastructures of e-commerce, but actually the business is by yourself, it's on your own. So you need to run the business by yourself, find a reliable partner. Also, with our help, you will have a short list of the possible service providers available on our market. And with them, with their help, you may build up your flagship store on Tmall Global, and also to gain direct access to consumers. So in this business mode, actually Tmall Global serves as a third-party platform that to give you support of technical, of payment solutions, of logistics. I see many people mention the logistics if available in Africa. Unfortunately, we haven't got overseas warehouse based in Africa, but we have fulfillment facilities in Paris or Frankfurt, and maybe you also can consider Hong Kong. So I urge those audience to get connected to our business development team based in Europe or in Hong Kong to get further information and to check, if possible, what's the best next move for you, because it depends on the nature of products and categories. Okay.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is that it's possible to deliver to a continent like Africa. It's just that it will probably require more time to from the time that the order is placed to the time it's delivered to the consumer, because there's a longer distance either from Paris or Frankfurt or from Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, but actually we have some previous experience that also it needs the support from the trade partners, that some companies, uh, actually it's a Chinese company that have business in Africa, and they believe that they can sell coffee beans from Africa to China, and they start up their business on Tmall Global to sell directly from to ship directly from Africa to the bonded warehouse here in China, and then ship from the bonded warehouse to the hands of consumers after they receiving orders on Tmall Global. So that's a kind of way that other audience or interested personnel can take for reference. I will just type all the uh, contact information here again if you didn't make the screenshot. Okay. So please contact the nearest business development teams for further information.
Okay, so I have another question, but I think you've already answered that, but I will ask it anyway. At this point, I can answer that question as well. How can my company in Tanzania work with Tobo for cross-border supply for export commodities?
Yeah, just as I have mentioned first, I suggest to study very well our website to see if your company is already kind of if ready for this cross-border business, because I need to state first that cross-border e-commerce business is not that easy. It involves a lot of uh, efforts and also certain amount of investment to start up. Many companies may lose money in their first or second year, and if they can kind of make it into their third year, they might having built up their brand reputation here in Chinese market, and then gaining profit and having large business scope as they expected. So when you decide to enter China's market, it's not a very simple B2B sale. B2C is more complicated. So it's essential to find a reliable trade partner. You may contact our business team to give you a short list for those kind of trade partner available on the market, and also to having a better understanding of Chinese consumers, because Chinese consumers, though they are in large numbers, they are also the most picky ones in the world, hard to satisfy, having many different kind of demands. So you need to think all those through, and then with the support of our team and the service providers, you may set up a very good business plan strategy to enter Chinese market. For example, first on Tmall Global, Then, if everything works well, thinking about to build up your business in other channels like Tmall or Taobao, and for example, offline business. So step by step, just have a trial on Tmall Global first. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is overall a good strategy for any business, but it's even more valuable when we talk about small businesses. Also, one thing that usually happens, I mean, it might happen that when you expand to such a big market, you might have lack of enough production, or you might not be able to scale as quickly as states do. So that's a good strategy as well to kind of test the market and improve scalable production without really going out of stock. I think I'm gonna go start with the last questions because already many of the questions were already answered, and I don't want to waste everybody's time. Someone is asking, what are the costs to join Tmall Global versus Tmall China, including warehouse fees, shipping fees? From your China. I mean, these are specific questions, but I guess you will also redirect them to
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually,
Very
all the
specific.
information are available on the website, but I will give you a kind of general idea is that Tmall Global charges for annual fee for technical support for starting from 30,000 RMB, and also takes kind of per commission for every transaction that varies from different categories, usually between 2 to 5% for every transaction. And other costs you may consider before you decide to enter Chinese market is that, as you have just mentioned, the logistic fee from your home country to China. If you send smart parcels, the total fee is limited, but actually, in average, that will charge you more when you're sending out smart parcels directly from your home countries to China. And also, you need to pay attention to the payment service that usually will be 1% of every transaction. And the usually when brand becomes larger and to having steady performance in China, the largest sum of money they will invest is in promotion, is in, for example, advertisements. That can be varies from kind of 5% at least, 5 to 10% at least, to up to like 30 to 50%, depending on different categories. For example, many products in cosmetics or uh, or health supplements, those products have higher profit margins, and they also face very fierce competitions in the Chinese market. So they usually tend to having large investment of their profit to the online promotions and advertisement, even to hire kind of KOLs to do live streaming shows, to do special short videos. That's more expensive when you having more kind of business in China. That's the kind of second step that you may learn from. But that's all available on Tmall Global, and we have kind of special teams to help you connect with that kind of resources if necessary. So please just take the first step, and other things can be handled by our support. Okay.
All right. Tony, before we continue, I have a very interesting question from Corinne. Just a brief intermission here to say to everybody who didn't join the Ecom Connect community, please feel free to scan the QR codes that is on the screen. Usually on the Ecom Connect community, we have a lot of resources, a lot of tools, a lot of online learning and webinars similar to this one. on topics related to SMEs and e-commerce primarily. So I would encourage you to scan the QR code and join the community to stay updated. Our next webinars are on digital marketing strategy for e-commerce entrepreneurs. This one is planned for May 26th, and the second one, Go Global with eBay, also understanding your market potential and to boost your product visibility, scheduled for June 16. I will leave the slide here for people to take their time with it, but I do want to come back to the questions. Corinne had a specific question. Can you briefly discuss regulatory compliance requirements for companies interested to enter China market? Do you have any tips for securing a GAC registration? Based on experience, it's quite challenging. I think she has mentioned that she registered and she was rejected. Corinne, we've done this before. If you want to unmute yourself and provide more clarification, although I'm not sure Tony knows all of these regulatory details, but we can at least try.
Yeah, I'm checking the question.
Yeah, I think she mentioned as well that she registered, but she was rejected, and it wasn't specified what were the issues with our initial application. So we're trying.
What's the products exactly?
Corinne,
Hello, good afternoon.
hi.
Hi, yeah. Our products are dried vegetable leaves. So, just a quick context, we're from the Philippines. We attended an expo in um, last September, the CA Expo, CAEXPO in September. And there were some interest in our products. So we tried to register our goods in the Cipher platform. But yeah, we got rejected after a few months of waiting. And yeah, I just wanted to maybe, no, I'm just trying to find answers wherever I can. So maybe if you have any tips.
Yeah, actually, there are some kind of specific rules for cross-border retail business here. The main business model for Tmall Global, as I have just mentioned, is the cross-border import retail, which means the products are sold directly to the individual consumers here in China. All the consumers need to register with their real name when they are buying directly from overseas merchants, and the products they are buying are considered as personal used only items that technically speaking or legally speaking doesn't enter the circulation of Chinese market. And as they are regarded as personal belongings, they can be charged with preferential tax rate from the customs, and they will all cleared from customs with a very automatic system connected between Tmall Global and the China's customs services. And when consumers are buying those things, they will feel nothing. But actually, all those informations have been cross-checked by the authorities, and the product's information should be uploaded to the customs services before they enter in China. Back to your question, actually, you need to check very carefully with the customs services. Usually, you may ask some of the service providers specialized in logistics that to check if your products falls into some special categories that require extra kind of verifications from Chinese customs. Usually, packaged products, for example, packaged food or doesn't have any rare contents of those products doesn't need that much kind of requirements to kind of clear from the customs. But specific products like honey, like kind of raw meats from animals, or some fresh products are having additional requests from the customs. And that's not my specialty here. My suggestion is still to check very carefully with China's customs regulations and ask for a special logistics service provider to having more detailed information to check, if possible, to register. I saw Duanmei here sending out a link of import fruit registration system that's also very useful. Maybe you need to study as well. And also related, there will be some other links for the manufacturers of food from overseas countries. That all of them, when they are exporting to China, they need to get the registration at first place. So just check that link and to see if possible to get those registrations as well.
Can we take one last question? I think you kind of covered it briefly now. I think that was it. In terms of will we be guided for food packaging and the requirements, I think you already answered that. I think we'll stop here unless there is anything else. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, everybody, to the Taobao and Tmall group. I think that was very insightful. And yeah, have a great afternoon, day, evening, wherever you are. And we'll hopefully see you again sometime in upcoming webinars. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.